A silent crisis. Understaffing at the Environment Agency threatens England's industrial safety net asterisk. England's industrial landscape, a complex tapestry woven with the threads of progress and potential peril, relies heavily on a robust system of oversight. At the heart of this system sits the Environment Agency, EA, tasked with monitoring 950 of the nation's most hazardous sites, from nuclear power plants humming with controlled energy to chemical manufacturers orchestrating complex reactions. These are sites where a single misstep could unravel lives and livelihoods, leaving a scar on the land for generations to come. The stakes, quite simply, couldn't be higher. These 950 sites fall under the stringent regulations of the Control of Major Accident Hazards, COMAH, regime, a framework designed to prevent catastrophic industrial incidents. The Buncefield oil depot explosion in 2005, the largest peacetime explosion in UK history, serves as a stark reminder of the devastation that can occur when safety protocols falter. The incident highlighted the critical need for vigilant and proactive monitoring, a responsibility shared by the EA and the Health and Safety Executive, HSE. However, a recently uncovered internal EA report, obtained through a Freedom of Information request by the ENS report, paints a deeply concerning picture. The report reveals a significant staffing crisis within the EA, directly impacting its ability to effectively fulfill its crucial monitoring responsibilities. The agency is struggling to recruit and retain the personnel needed to adequately oversee these high-risk sites. An anonymous EA employee, speaking under the cloak of confidentiality, shed light on the grave implications of this understaffing. The consequence, they explained, is a noticeable delay in incident reporting. Crucially, any shortcomings in the EA's monitoring efforts are often picked up by the HSE. But this, the employee stressed, is far from an ideal solution. The HSE, while vital in its own right, prioritizes health and safety above environmental concerns. The EA, on the other hand, brings a unique perspective, advocating for a holistic approach that balances industrial production with environmental protection. Its absence leaves a crucial environmental voice unheard. The HSE doesn't give as much weight to the environment as it should, the employee stated, emphasizing the vital role the EA plays in pushing this essential agenda. Without the EA's proactive monitoring and environmental expertise, crucial environmental impacts might be overlooked, potentially leading to long-term damage to ecosystems and communities. The severity of this situation is not lost on environmental organizations. Dr. Doug Parr, Policy Director at Greenpeace UK, described the report's findings as alarming data, highlighting the dangerously low level of oversight applied to sites handling flammable and explosive chemicals. He went further, suggesting that this staffing crisis represents merely the tip of the iceberg, hinting at a much wider systemic issue within the regulatory framework. The implications are far-reaching. Delayed incident reports mean slower response times, potentially allowing minor incidents to escalate into major disasters. The lack of sufficient environmental oversight could lead to long-term pollution, harming wildlife and human health. The cumulative effect of these factors creates a ripple effect threatening public safety, environmental integrity, and the very confidence in the regulatory systems meant to protect us. This crisis isn't merely an administrative inconvenience. It's a systemic failure with potentially catastrophic consequences. It demands immediate and decisive action. The government must recognize the urgency of the situation and commit to fully resourcing the EA, enabling it to effectively perform its critical role in safeguarding both human life and the environment. The alternative is to accept a heightened risk of industrial disasters, with devastating consequences for communities and the natural world. The time for decisive action is now, before the silent crisis erupts into a full-blown catastrophe.